Howdy there, Chad. Are y'all ready for another episode of Sunset Dive? Let me make sure I go to the right place this time. We ran into some small complications. One of them involving my VR chat, or VR stuff in general. And so I am in 2D today instead of 3D. And I actually have better mic quality here than I do in VR. So, without further ado, though, let's get started. Welcome, everybody, to Sunset Dive, Vapor City's tried and true dive bar. Pull up, take a seat, and if you're over the age of 21 or your regional equivalent, get a drink. Today, swinging through the sky to be with us here tonight is the one and only creator of the Goatfish experience. Creating the coziest environment, whether you're awake or asleep. Give your warmest bah hello to Yuchi.
Hello, wait, I'm coming. I'm very slowly.
Yippee, yay! Oh, there you go. I just stop
be
it.
careful of the tail. Yeah, excuse me.
Welcome.
Hello.
Would you be willing to give your best introduction?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Yuchi. I am a Capricorn VTuber. Yuchi, what the hell is a Capricorn? Capricorn is a zodiac sign from astrology. That's right, a creature made of a goat and fish. That is me, Goatfish Experience here. Hello.
Lovely to have you here tonight.
Happy to be here.
What do you have to drink tonight?
Today I have my classic mix of some kind of Olive Garden thing with liquor and rum, and it tastes like soda, so you don't taste the alcohol.
Does it come with garlic bread?
No, unfortunately not. That would be good though.
Damn. Tonight, the drink of the night is a Fahrenheit 5. Coconut rum and triple sec mixed with cranberry and pineapple juice with a splash of Sprite and optional fruit. In this case, I decided to use a couple raspberries.
Make sure you eat the raspberries last, because then they'll get infused with the alcohol, and then it's just
Yeah.
alcohol bites. Delicious.
Oh my gosh. Something that my family taught me to do, and I do it every time I go to conventions now, is I make boozy fruit, and it's like some white wine, some like flavored vodka, a little bit of other stuff if I so desire, kind of jungle juice-ish, and then some other sort of juice, and then you soak like watermelon and mango and apples and grapes and like blueberries are really good because they have the skin.
Oh my god.
And they'll soak up all the alcohol, but they won't let any of it escape. And so when you bite them, it's like taking little shots.
That sounds great and dangerous.
Yeah, there's been a couple convention nights where we're just chilling in the hotel, and I get a little white girl wasted on boozy fruit, and wake up in the morning with a little bit of a hangover.
Oh no.
Oopsies! But without further ado, let's get into our questions. We've got some questions from yours truly, and I will preface tonight with saying thank you everybody who submitted questions. There were 91 total questions submitted.
91?
91. And so I had to do some sorting through that because I was not expecting that. I was like, all right, I'm going to prep all of my materials and stuff. And I looked at the form and I was like, oh, this is a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be. But
Please.
I sorted through and I incorporated some of the broadly asked questions into my own personal questions. And then there's some more pointed ones and other stuff later that we will cover after the break.
All right.
Oh, big stretch before we get into things. I'm shrinking myself because I clicked my screen. Wham! Too big.
Wow.
There we go. So to start out for the night, and chat can get to know you better, I want to take a little deep dive through your content creation history because you've been at this for a while now, right?
I guess so. Just a few years, I guess. Maybe.
How many years have you been streaming?
Time to bring out the calendar. Let's see. Alright, this year is 2024. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
She's doing math. Get her, chat.
math. Almost as a VTuber, I've almost been here for just about 3.5 years. Simply as just a VTuber.
Huge.
Yay.
In which case, how did you get started in content creation? What
That's
drew
a
you to
good
it?
question. It's hard to say. I guess specifically for like VTuber, like to become like a VTuber content creator. My friend introduced me to Hololive Myth when they first debuted. I'm like, yo, this is sick. I want to be anime girl too, and also like design my own shit and stuff. That'd be awesome. So I was like, okay, VTuber, yay. But also like models expensive. Like, oh, can't afford that. So we started as a PNG. I drew my own PNG, and we started figuring out how to be a streamer, basically. Cause man, when you first start out, you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, and then after the first year of being a PNG, I was like, okay, this is definitely something that I want to do. This is a lot of fun. So then I looked for live 2D model artists and found Leo Mama and Veko Papa to be my artist model and rigging artist. And here we are now. Yeah.
Goat in the flesh. Kind of flesh.
Kind of.
Data. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the first little while, you were with a group. How did it feel to be in that sort of situation? Did you have managers, so on and so forth? Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember. Because it was like when I first started out, right? So it wasn't like a normal like VTuber group that you would see these days. It was kind of like a small group of us that are just like trying to figure things out and help each other out, if that makes sense. I kind of had a manager, where they would help me with like data analysis and figuring out like different algorithms to different social medias and stuff like that. And like what kind of content to post and like what's popular for VTubers right now. Because those early 2020 years were like the VTuber blow up, basically.
Yeah, the
Right?
boom.
So yeah, just figuring out like what's happening in the online world for VTubers and figuring that all out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, so during that time, you were in the same group with Scarlett, who's been on this show before. Um, and I'm curious, did you meet her through that, or did you know her before that?
I knew her before that
Mm.
through the group that we were part of back then. And I yoinked her. I said, "You're doing this with me," and she's like, "Okay."
Yoink.
Yoink. Yeah.
Huge,
Forced
huge.
with love, of course. But you know,
Mm.
forced with love kind of thing.
Yeah, that's wife. You know, you wouldn't do
Uh-huh.
anything to her that she wouldn't want to.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Cool. So after leaving that group, um, you started to be independent and sort of doing all of your own stuff. Uh, you also made a movement to brand yourself to a more mature audience. What led to that sort of decision?
That's a good question. I think it was like multiple things. So I think the one of the first ones that comes to mind is that um TikTok. I would get a lot of comments on TikTok being like calling me like a lolly or like lolly bait and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my god, these guys are cringe. These 13-year-olds are cringe. I'm like, oh, that's not so great because you know I'm a young adult and
Mm.
I'm not here trying to cater to that demographic. Wink with both eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just being online for a while and like during COVID and stuff, it's just as like an adult, it's it's pretty uncomfortable to like interact with minors, I guess. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Yeah. It
No,
just
I
doesn't seem like super appropriate.
yeah, I definitely get that. And especially like as you start to get older and older, like for like Twitch and stuff, you can only go so far as to like stop them from being there because they can always just click
Yeah.
the, haha, I'm 18 button. But like
Yep, yep.
the disconnect just starts to get larger and larger, and especially when they're in like discords and stuff like that, it just gets more and more uncomfortable because conversations get more and more personal and don't want to be in any sort of situation. It's just not worth the risk.
Yuppers.
Mm.
Totally agree. And
Plus,
then,
oh man,
yeah.
uh especially with like what you were saying with the 13-year-olds on TikTok and stuff trying to call you lolly and like just
Uh,
being generally annoying because they're still developing and they don't know fully how to act. Like I remember when
yeah.
I was younger, like I'd also had a hard time with like self-control and that sort of stuff. So
Yep.
it's one of those we've been
Definitely.
there sort of deals.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
We're not going back there though.
no, God no.
No. No.
Ain't no way.
Uh-uh. But yeah, that was definitely one of them. And then, I think also when I started, because I was super inspired by Hololive, I was like, oh, idol culture. Yay,
What
fun,
it
cool. But
do?
then after a while, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is for me. And there came a part, I think it was maybe last year, that I was like, I want to draw. I want to draw not safe for work 18 plus content because as an artist, actually studying uh 18 plus artworks is actually an amazing anatomy study.
Yeah.
Like horny out not counting the horny part, but like it's actually so good. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
you're an
a
artist and you're trying to study anatomy, look at that shit. It's so good. Mhm.
mm
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to actually just like I know that's been a big thing with a lot of the reference art that I've gotten is like for most model stuff, I always get an NSFW uh like reference sheet for it and then like the clothed because I it helps a lot for artists to actually be able to see like the proportions and the actual way the body looks without the clothes being there.
Mm. Yep.
Anatomy.
Definitely. Yep.
Um another change as of late has been you've shifted to doing quite a bit of ASMR content. In fact, I would say it's become a pretty big part of your channel now.
Mhm.
What led you to starting into that?
Good question. I guess it was just my community and people coming into my chat being like, well, okay, so I started being a Overwatch, Apex, FPS type streamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, a lot of people came in and they're like, your voice is so like soft and quiet for a FPS streamer. And they said like you'd be so good at ASMR. And at the time I was like, bro, ASMR is cringe. No hell, I'm doing that. No. But eventually I looked more into it. I'm like, maybe worth giving a try. So I gave it a try, and it wasn't terrible, but it was definitely weird.
Mm.
And yeah, and then I went for it. I guess trying new things important.
And what do you
Hmm.
say now that you enjoy it? You enjoy what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely, as I've over the years, as I've gotten a bit older, I've adapted more of like a quieter lifestyle, right? I've
Mm.
stopped being like a competitive FPS gamer. If I do play FPS, it's like purely casual or with friends, you know?
Mm.
So ASMR is very much fits my quiet, chill, relaxing type of lifestyle that I want. Yeah.
Yeah, you've just sort of slowed down a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm. Definitely appreciate that. I remember one of your earlier ASMR streams when you were just testing it out. You did it was just like copy pastas for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah. That was great.
That was a blast. I love ASMR boneless pizza.
And so good, so good.
um, cool. How would you say you've changed the most since you started streaming?
Changed the most.
Mm.
Ugh. um. Oh gosh, that's kind of hard. I mean, I guess the most obvious one is that going from like more idle, say so, family friendly to kind of a degen artist. You know? Yeah, I think that's the biggest jump. Going from one side of the spectrum to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Very noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty big jump that you don't normally see people make. In fact, I would say usually you'd see the opposite more often. Especially if people get picked up to like organizations and stuff like that, they might ask them to like clean up a little or something like that.
Yep.
But
Yeah, definitely.
just seeing the fuck it we ball mentality that you've had of just like I'm tired of this shit. I want something new. I want to do me. It's been really cool to watch.
I've enjoyed doing it.
Hell yeah. And finally, as far as these history questions go, how would you say your community has changed since you started?
How has my community changed? I think my community changes based on like the type of content that I'm creating during whatever time that is. Um, so I have autism and ADHD. So I have my wonderful hyperfixations. Yay! So the first hyperfixation was like Apex and Overwatch, and so I had a lot of. Back then, my community was very FPS based, and they were into like playing and stuff like that. And then I moved to Minecraft, and I had a very Minecraft based community that was into like. Well, the stuff I did in Minecraft was mostly building, but like you could do like anything in Minecraft. So
Yeah, I remember the Minecraft arc, the 3 a.m. Minecraft.
I'm gonna return to it one day. It's gonna happen. Maybe
This is
next
huge.
week. Who knows? Who knows?
This is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were starting saw you were starting Pixelmon server? Question mark? I think it was.
Cobblemon.
Cobblemon,
Cobblemon.
okay.
Excited. Are you gonna come play me, son? Gonna come play maybe? Maybe.
I could play a little bit. I'll hop on. I have to get myself an Ampharos because I love that baby.
Oh, I've seen plenty of Mareep, so you can definitely get one.
Let's go! Alright, I have my goal. Before I interrupted you, you were about to say something. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, current community, I have a lot more of like ASMR enjoyers and stuff like that. But yeah, over my many years of different hyperfixations, I've definitely like grown and lost community members at the same time, because that's just like how it is,
Yeah, that's just how it works.
People follow you for like certain content, and then if you don't do it anymore, they're like, not really. But some people do stick around and have stuck around since like the very beginning, and like people have stuck around from different arcs and stuff. And those are the real ones,
True.
You guys are the real ones. You guys know who you are. I don't have to say any names. But yeah, love my community.
That's my favorite sort of thing, and you can always tell, like, mostly based on like their attitude when they come in and stuff, like who's gonna stick. Because there's a lot of people that like you'll get like whenever I go back and play Minecraft, there's a couple people who still have me followed from way back when I had a bigger fixation on it, and they'll pop into chat and they're like, "Oh, you're playing Minecraft again, cool." But for any of my other content, they aren't there. They're out. Veering away from channel history, as we close out that, I want to switch gears and get some tea. What's one of your biggest pet peeves about the VTuber/streaming community?
Oh my god. Don't get me started. Shut the fuck up. I need everyone to shut the fuck up, actually. Like on Twitter, if there's like drama, everyone's like retweeting and commenting, and it doesn't even matter if like whose side you're on. Like, there are like pity follows, pity comments, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Every single comment, if you scroll through these shit and like someone's on one side, you will see, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Shut up. Stop giving them attention. Shut up. Shut up. No one cares. Oh God.
Oh my god. You're so real. It's that feeling of like everybody has to have an opinion on things. And
I hate
people,
that.
me too. Especially when a lot of like an issue will happen and a lot of people are uninformed and they'll just immediately pick a side and form an opinion and they'll stick with it and nothing can change their
Yep.
mind. And it's just it's never worth it to participate in Twitter drama. Ah. Yeah, the that sentiment of everybody just needs to shut the fuck up is so real.
True. Truly.
Ah, man. Um, Getting off of that, who are some people who inspire you and or help push you forward? Let's look positive now.
Yeah, positive. Inspire me. I think originally Hololive was my first inspiration and drove me for a very long time.
Hmm.
But after I decided that that wasn't something that I wanted to pursue, um, I kind of lost a lot of inspiration because that was mainly the sole purpose of me becoming a VTuber, besides just like wanting to do it for fun.
Hmm.
And so I've I guess I've developed like my inspiration to be like a personal journey, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know if this is actually related to the question or not, but I
No,
think
feel
it
free to
is.
just yap.
Yeah, but I started off most of my life when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of friends.
Mm.
I was not very talkative. I was like the quiet kid that never said anything unless someone talked to me or the teacher called on me for whatever reason. And, shit like that.
Mm.
And yeah, it's become a personal journey to find self confidence and build self esteem, being able to have a voice in this world, I guess, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I've kind of developed my inspiration to be more towards personal goals, and now it's more career. But for like other creators, definitely big creators who I've seen. Creators that come to the top of my head is probably Shy Lily and Vienna.
Mm.
I like them. I remember seeing them back when I first started. Also, one of my friends, Ugu, I saw her a lot on TikTok, and I actually was able to become friends with her. But I really liked her content and her just. Ugu's just really real, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Really real.
Big agree. I
Mm-hmm.
I found her a while back too, and I lurk in her streams quite a bit. And it when I saw you were doing a collab with her the other day, I was just like, oh, let's go, Yuji. Oh, it's Ugu is very very sweet and like you said, very real. She is not afraid to just sort of tell it how it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Love that in a person.
Same. Oh. And I forgot to preface this. I did you asking or like mentioning or like worrying about going off topic a second ago. This is a sort of directed yap sesh. So if you want to ramble about anything, like just feel free. Just feel free to go off.
Bow, 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 bow. That's what my chat hears when I talk. Bow, 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 bow.
Professional yap master.
Yeah, please.
You recently did some meet and greets at Offkai. How did it feel to be able to meet fans like that?
I met you! I was so happy to see you guys. But it was really exciting. You know, I've never had like a meet and greet before. This was my first one. I went to my merch company, Yoru no Machi. They're great, great company. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to put faces to usernames, you know, and it felt like a really nice opportunity to just have that more closer one-on-one connections with community members who were able to attend and see me.
How did it feel doing like the sort of monitor experience? Because like I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. It felt strange to me, especially since I talk to you decently regularly, like through Discord and like voice chats and stuff like that. So it felt weird to still see you, but me be there in person. Like still see you as a VTuber, but then me be there in person. It was
Yeah.
very strange because I just felt like I was like standing at my computer and like looking at you on BTS.
Understandable.
So how did it feel being sort of on the other side?
Other side. I was definitely nervous. Because yeah, you know, like being a streamer, like when you stream, you see your chat, you don't see people talking like like an auditorium or something, I guess.
Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
like visualize how many people that is.
Yeah. And it's definitely nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. But also exciting. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think that sort of mentality of it, of like the auditorium mentality, is what's so funny about when I see people complain about like numbers and stuff like that. Because if you're sitting like with like 10 to 30 viewers or something like that, like that's a classroom. Like like that is a full classroom that you're sitting in front of and playing a game in front of for like 4 hours. Like that's still a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely.
I was really happy with Afkai because I saw you and Snoozy back to back. Snoozy now officially a member of the Phlox agency. Clap 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 clap. But yeah, I saw both of you back to back, and I was really happy because both of you, like as soon as you heard me, just like connected voice to name, like immediately.
Yeah. Immediately, I was like, "Misa!"
It made me very, very happy. Oh, goodness gracious.
I know your voice anywhere.
I like to think I'd know yours too, but I'm also kind of dense and kind of stupid, so. Oh.
That's okay.
I like to think it is, most of the time. Damn, we kind of blew through this. That's most of the personal stuff. Blam! That's most of the personal stuff that I had. So this is where the break would normally be. We do have a lot of other questions that I can always pull from, thanks to everybody. But I did
Like
pick
the one you
out.
sent me.
Dude, It had me rolling. There were some that I had to do some picking through because I didn't want things to be too raunchy. Because there are some questions in there.
Man.
Yeah, I expected it. I was ready for it. But I did keep a few of them. And I went through and curated a couple questions, or a sizable handful. But if we ever run out and we want to keep talking and need more to talk about, I can always fish for more. But yeah, since we blew through that a little bit early, if you need to take a break, get water, because you said that you'd probably need to get water. We could.
I'm a little tipsy.
Me too. I'm almost done with my first drink, and I'm probably gonna need to mix myself another one here soon. So let's do one or two of these, and then we'll take a quick break, grab some water, maybe mix another drink, and see what happening. So the first question is from Aquaputoons. I have no idea the validity of whose username is who, because there are no restrictions on what you can put in there, and we've had several imposters thus far, so take every name with a grain of salt.
Okay.
But what was your biggest art struggle?
Biggest art struggle. I don't know. Oh my god, that's hard. That's actually hard. 'Cause, like, art is always a struggle. It's a constant struggle.
Is there something in
love it, but
particular
it's
that you can... Is there something in particular that you can pick out that's like something that you've had a hard time with?
Hard time with I think I've always had a really hard time with like rendering. I have never taken a single painting class in my life. I don't know how to paint. I don't know how. I kind of had to teach myself. So I definitely lack in like rendering. You know, by studying other people's art, I think it's helped me a lot, but it's a struggle, you know. There's definitely like what is it called? A high skill threshold.
Yeah.
And I am definitely not there yet. Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, all that jazz, but...
Yeah.
Leon said you can't draw feet.
It's true, yeah. Feet are hard to draw. But also, I drew that feet emote in chat. You see that? I drew that. So, you know, I guess I can do it sometimes.
Huge foot. Wait.
Huh?
The next... I was thinking of omitting this question because I didn't understand it, but I figured it was some joke or some inside joke that you would understand, so I kept it. And it's from Frozen Soul. And in all caps, they asked, "What team?" ?
Wildcats! Obviously.
Okay, I get it now.
Yes, High School Musical. Wildcats! What team? Wildcats! Yep.
Awesome. I stared at that and like went back and forth on keeping it. I was like, what does this mean? Any High School Musical
What's good, player?
talking
Talk
is
to me.
so hard. Why did I decide to do a talk show? Oh my gosh. All right. We'll do, since Sun's first, we'll do this one, and then we'll take a break and grab drinks real quick. This is from Anon. This is a spicy one.
Oh,
When was the first time you fell in love?
hold on. I'm thinking.
She's cooking. Let her cook.
In high school, Erza Scarlet from Fairy Tale. Damn! Yeah.
Damn! That's real. That's
Do I have to say anything else? No.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's based. I don't know much about Fairy Tale except for Urza. So.
Hot.
Hot.
Woman hot.
True.
Woman hot.
Woman hot. Unga bunga. Oh my gosh.
That was my first love, I think. Pretty sure. No wonder I like Scarlet so much.
True. True and real. Nuck asked, when did Scarlet come into the picture?
Many years later, I knew it was fate, you know? It was meant to be.
Oh goodness gracious. I'm not sure. I guess this is a question that could apply to both of us. I've always been kind of a harlot.
What's that? What's harlot?
A whore.
Oh, okay. There's a slut.
A little bit. So I was never one for like the longest time to be into the whole love thing. I just figured if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But hey, I'm like 5 years into a relationship with Kyrie now, so
Yeah.
I guess I did find it eventually.
Good for you guys. Got you locked down. Sheesh.
A new word to use. Mudkid, you've heard me say harlot like all the time. What do you mean?
I feel like it's like a classier way of saying whore.
That's how I like to
Sounds
think about it.
classy. Yeah.
I don't like to think, you know, that I slept around, but like, I guess that is exactly what I did.
Well.
Well, oopsies.
Whoopsies.
Wench is good too. Oh my god. All right. On that note, let's take a quick standing break. Get some drinkies. Chat. Make sure you also stretch. Get some water. If you're drinking with us, refill. And we'll be back with some more questions. Unmute. Hello again, chat. We're
Hello
back.
again, cat.
I went and mixed myself another one of another Fahrenheit 5. And then I also poured myself a shot of the
Shot.
the tequila that my dad gave me, because he bought some tequila. It was like some top shelf tequila for our beach trip, and then he was like, "Oh, this stuff is so good," and he had me try some, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's really good." And then on the last day, he was like, "I don't want to take it home. Here, you take it." And I was like, okay, I guess." Sure. Smiles.
Free real estate.
Free real
Yay.
estate. Yeah, I brought like my whole beer shelf there, or not beer shelf, like liquor cabinet.
Oh damn.
I mean, I could fit most of it in a box. It's not that expansive yet, but I brought it all there, and I left with more alcohol than I brought because he gave me that whole bottle, and then there were several like canned things. They're like canned pina coladas and some other stuff like that, like a Mai Tai. And sent me home with that stuff too. So despite mixing drinks for my family like every night, I I came back with more alcohol.
That's funny.
So I guess I'll start with that, and then we'll get right into questions.
Yay. Do you want to know what kind of drinkies I had on my vacation?
Yes, I would love to.
Oh no. Dying.
Whew. Oh, that's really good.
Don't die.
It's just really strong. Oh God.
Really good but strong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of the drinkies I had, the ones I can remember, I think I had 3. No, wait, yeah. Wait, did I? Wait. Well, I got a case of, I think it was maybe Mike's Lemonade. It was some kind of like, it was a red flavor. We'll call it red flavor. Mike's Lemonade red flavor. And it was
red.
pretty good, but not my favorite. I didn't finish them. I ended up giving it to my family and like, yeah, you drink this. I don't want this. like your dad did give to you. Yeah. And then I had this other drink. It was some kind of like lime drink. I think the best way to describe it is like, what is it called? Key lime pie? Is that?
I'd say so.
flavor?
Yeah.
It's like key lime pie in a alcoholic
Oh.
drink. It was okay, but like after you drink a little bit, there's like an after kick.
Oh.
I don't really know how to describe it. I was like, it's a little bit too much for me. It was a little bit too intense sour, I guess, wise.
Ah.
Yeah. And then I had a frozen margarita. I think it was strawberry. I was able to drink the whole thing. Oh my god, the glass was like maybe the size of my hand. Like if I spread out my fingers. It was like wide. It was quite wide and large. But I drank the whole thing. It was really good. That was my favorite.
I love margaritas. They're so good.
Yeah.
I used to get one at my old university. There was a pizza bar called Forelli's, and it was like oven baked pizzas that were like really really yummy. And then on top of that, the drinks that they had cider on tap, which is always a bonus for me because I love cider. And it wasn't just freaking Angry Orchards either. As much as like I don't mind an Angry Orchard, but like they're basic.
Yeah.
I've had it before.
Yeah.
But they had this like really 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 good cranberry cider. That I would like every time I went, I would order like a margarita and then just like a big ass mug of that cider.
Oh my god, wow. That sounds great though.
It's so good. And then like that with like good pizza, because like pizza is such a good like drunk food. Pizza. It's just such a good drunk food because it's like kind of greasy and just random ass toppings on it, and you can eat it with your hands, so you don't have to worry about like messing around with utensils while drunk because that gets messy. Although I guess eating it with your hands gets kind of messy too, but neither here nor there.
Now I want pizza now.
Pizza.
I'm gonna get pizza.
Hell
after
yeah.
stream.
Hell yeah. I was at the beach. I mixed a couple drinks. The big thing is we mixed a big bowl of that boozy fruit. And so we were all sipping on that throughout the whole week. And we dug into like we had quite a few canned things, so we were like digging into those. And then it was like in the evenings that I would mix a drink for everybody. And my favorite one was I actually made it the very first time for Freya, for her being on Sunset Dive, and it was good. It was a little sour though, and it was just sort of the brand of frozen strawberries that I got for it because it was a spiked slushy. And so it was vodka and triple sec and frozen strawberries and ice. And oh, it was so good. But it was a little sour.
Good.
Yeah. But the frozen strawberries I ended up getting while I was at the beach were sweetened and they were just like sweeter in general. And oh my god, it turned out so good. It was topped with whipped cream too. So it was just it's so sweet. It was one of the first drinks that, because usually Kyrie isn't big into alcohol because she cannot stand the taste. And it's one of the first drinks I was actually able to give her where I said, you can't taste the alcohol. And she took a drink of it and she went, oh, this is really good.
I feel that. That's like the drink I have right now. I can't taste the alcohol. I mean, I can a little bit, but yum yum yum. Sugar.
If there's even like a hint of it in whatever I give Kyrie, like I'll let her take a sip and she'll like close her eyes for a second and she'll go, nope, can't stand it. I was like, dang it. Like every time I mix something new, I try to have her take a sip and see if she likes it.
What a great bartender you are.
I try my best. I'm really excited because a couple friends in the next year or so are planning on doing a little cabin getaway, and just go chill and hang with a bunch of people we normally are terminally online with. And while we're there, I want to get a bunch of stuff and do mixing for everybody. And the talk show has been really good practice.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's look at some more of these questions. Yippee! Let's see, where did we leave off? Here we are. This one is from Koi. Hi Yuchi. Yuchi smile. So, what was the driving factor that made you want to pursue content creation beyond just a hobby? And what advice would you give to people who are nearing the point of being able to do it full time?
Driving factor. I think it's really important for you to have goals. big, small, medium, all of them. You need long term, short term, big, small, medium, all of those. You need goals for yourself. Because if there's nothing you're working towards, then eventually your brain is gonna be like, what's the point?
Mm.
And then you're gonna lose motivation. You'll be like, why am I even doing this? And stuff like that. So you need, especially if you're gonna do it career wise, you need a long term, big goal for yourself. That is, I would say, definitely reasonable, but also like dream big. Even if you don't think like it'll ever happen. Like when I first started streaming, I was like, oh, I'm never gonna reach Twitch partner, but like here I am, right? I got Twitch partner in like when I moved to the West Coast, not Canada, but when I moved to the West Coast 2 years ago. I got Twitch partner in like when I first started like full time trying. I got Twitch partner in 4 to 5 months.
Sheesh.
Right? Yeah. So like, yeah, dream big, have goals for yourself. Important. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff to push you forward.
What was the other question?
You actually answered the second half. Because the second half was advice. The first half was what was a driving factor for you that pushed you towards content creation, rather than other sort of work.
Wanting to join Hololive. No.
I guess we did discuss that quite a bit before.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would say I'd agree with that advice for sure. I think the big thing with goals is they also need to be like tangible, like not wishy-washy goals. Like rather than just like I want to get better, like something that shows off what that looks like. Like for example with Sunset Dive, I set goals for guests that I want to have on and people I want to push myself to reach out towards. And I have 3 separate lists. The first one is comfortable picks, which I have like Leah siblings on. I have other people who I've known for freaking ever. And then if I ever need to, I can always fall back to Kyodai and just hang out and talk and chat and yap at y'all. And then I have people who are like slightly outside of that. People I know, but I don't talk to very often. And then the third one is like bigger picks. Like I have some game devs on there, both indie and like others. I have some bigger streamers who I know like friend of a friend wise that I'd love to make connections with and have them on here and hang out and yap. And I think setting tangible goals is really, really important.
Definitely. Yep. Nope.
I actually learned that, funnily enough, from weight training back when I was in like university, because that's what my professor then always taught. Is when you're lifting weights and stuff, rather than just going, I'm going to be stronger, like I'm going to work on my arms and make sure my arms are strong, you go, what weight, like what do you want to try to lift, like what's the number goal that you're trying to reach, which
right
is just like setting something real, or like I want to be able to lift I don't know, like you can name a person, like a friend of yours, and be like, by the time I'm done working out, I want to be able to lift them in the air like comfortably. It's just like stuff like that, and translating that. Yeah, I could pick you up. I could pick you up easy. Tiny, small. Actually, I don't know. That tail would probably add quite a bit of weight.
It's chonky.
Huggable though.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, Leon, you think you can pick up Yuchi?
Probably good. Yeah.
Throw like spear.
I can use my like the fin of my tail like a bird. And go fast.
Pew! Yeah, Nook. I know that you're an aerospace engineer. You don't have to nerd emoji at us. Let's move on to the next question. What is something new or outside of your current comfort zone you want to try for content creation? Any up and coming hyperfixations?
um, I don't know. I think pursuing ASMR at the beginning of this year was my try something new, pursue outside my comfort zone.
Mm.
But now I'm not really sure. I guess currently, like content wise, I'm trying to like focus myself,
Mm.
if that makes sense. Cause I don't mind doing variety streaming, but like also I need to not, what is it called? Spread myself too thin.
Mm.
Yeah. I need to spread myself not too thin. So I think choosing like a couple things that I'll be doing will be a better focus for myself. And
Oh.
then once I get those down, I can start like researching more into those categories and find new things to try,
Mm.
perhaps. That is, yeah, that's it for content wise. I do have a new thing though, like
Oh.
not well, kind of not content wise. I'm getting a new live 2D model.
Oh. Yay!
I'm so excited. It's been so long.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Is it, exclusive little scoop? Is it similar to your current sort of outfit and design, or are you doing something new?
I have worked on the different outfits and designs on stream, and
Oh.
it's still me, but it's different outfits, and it's a more mature look. Yeah, more mature look. Like I told you
Oh.
before, people calling me like lollybait and stuff.
Mm.
So
Cringe.
you know what they say. If you don't see cleavage, you're flat. That's what I'm saying. So release the booba.
This is huge. This is huge for booba lovers. I remember when you first got your VTuber model, people would always try and call you flat. And you had several like TikToks and other shorts and stuff of you bouncing your model and just going, look, Leon Vecco gave me boobs. I swear I'm not flat.
Look, I have booba, I do.
They're there, they're just contained.
They are. They are contained. You guys don't even know. Don't even know. Unknowers.
Unknowers. They'll never get to know. Go touch grass. That last question actually reminded me. I missed one of my. I read over one of my personal questions, so I'll bounce back to it. What is something outside of content creation? That I lost it. Hold on. Oh, what's one thing outside of content creation that you still want to do that you haven't got the chance to?
Like in my personal life?
Yeah.
Outside of content creation.
I know you just got back from a trip and are talking about how you're not going to leave your apartment for the next half a year.
Yeah, never leaving again until next year. I think a bigger thing like on my bucket list is I do want to do a vacation trip to Japan at one point.
Oh.
That will be fun.
Hell yeah.
I'll probably take a friend or two.
Huge.
I did want to go to Disney World with Scarlett at one point too. I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna fly down to the south, kidnap her in a bag, throw her in. It's okay. She's only a couple inches taller than me. I can take her and then drag her to Disney World. Yeah.
Huge.
And then we will propose in front of the castle and we'll get married again. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, second proposal. This is huge.
Yeah. I'm not Lulu Chat, you are.
Oh my goodness gracious. I know me and a couple friends have tossed around the idea of a Japan trip, and we all really want to go, but it's like a big amount of prep work that you have to consider and think about.
Yeah.
And I'm just now starting to get into like the situation again, like financially and otherwise with life stuff, that I'm starting to think about it again. And it's like, ooh, it could be really fun and I really want to go. Nuck has got to go to HoloFest. Oh my goodness. Cool. Let's bounce back to viewer questions then. This next question is from Yuchi. And says, what advice can you give to stop me from playing Overwatch? And I have to ask, is this actually you?
It is not, but also it is at the same time. You know?
Oh,
what can I
man.
do to stop playing Overwatch? I can't. This is me. This is me now. I cannot. There's no going back. I've been here for years. This is a part of who I am.
Chat.
I hate it, and everyone else hates it. But this is just how it is. I can't change it. I'm sorry.
Chat, you just need to get her into a new hyperfixation. Come on, find something. You were playing Apex there for a while and not Overwatch. The smiles. Just need a new shooter.
Yeah.
Minecraft is coming back.
Oh, yeah. Actually though, Minecraft is coming back though. Yeah. So we'll just return to Minecraft. And then that will get me to stop playing Overwatch, right? Yeah. It's not like I'll stop forever though, but it'll definitely get me to stop for the meantime.
Yay! I will. Whenever I see any of my friends, cause the cycle always happens. So it's just like they'll be big and public about it and being like, I'm done with Overwatch. I'm tired of it. I don't want to go back to it anymore. I hate Blizzard. I hate the game. The patches are dumb. And then I see them start playing it again, like a few months later, and I just always I'll always think of your tweet where you wrote like the I'm quitting Overwatch, and then it changed to I'm queuing for Overwatch. Oh my god. I have that shit bookmarked now for whenever any of my friends are getting back into Overwatch. I just throw your tweet at them. Oh man.
Add it at myself, please. Oh god, I need it.
Oh man. Need to see this tweet. I'll snag it for you in a bit. Um. Oh, let's move on to the next one. Merry Christmas. Favorite thing to do during the holidays, and that's from John.
Listen to Christmas music, sing Christmas music, decorate for Christmas, look at pretty decorations. Yay, Christmas movies, Christmas! Yay! 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 Pretty shiny, must take home to nest. Ooh,
This is truly the curse of being a December baby.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
December babies either hate Christmas or love it with every fiber of their being, and
It's true.
I'm right there with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
What's on my TikTok feed? Christmas.
All year round.
Yep.
Oh goodness gracious. This one is from Anonymous. What's the most down bad thing you've done?
Most down bad thing I've done. I'm not sure. Down bad. I don't know. Like, I'm usually like down bad for like hot anime women, right?
Fictional, yeah.
Right, yeah. But down bad. I feel like I don't know. You know, like I will bark for them. You know, wow, 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 wow. But like, I don't really think I do anything overly notable that is down bad.
Any embarrassing moments in front of hot women?
Embarrassing moments? Probably, yeah, probably a lot. I went to a restaurant once and the waiter was really pretty and I was just autistically staring at her like that. That's all I can think of.
Eyes wide open, gecko stare.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, that's real and true. I've definitely caught myself gawking, both at men and women. Sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes you just see abs or you see ass and it's just locked the fuck in. Oh,
Yep.
goodness gracious. The most down bad? Probably. Admitting. You know what? It's fine. Probably sex in a public park.
Oh my god!
Some things.
You! You were the one in that video! Oh my gosh, Lisa, I can't believe you've done this. Public New York Park. I'm gonna fight it.
No, not under the No, there's a park near where I used to live, and like a good third of it is like wooded area, because like I'm in Washington, so it's like really like trees everywhere here. So like a third of this park is trees, and you know I knew a few good spots, a few good clearings and bushes, and it definitely didn't happen once. Yeah. Not something I'm necessarily proud of, but it's probably the most down bad.
That's crazy. Holy shit. I wouldn't have the balls for that. Literally and figuratively.
I again call back to earlier. I am a whore, so or a harlot. Excuse.
Yeah, harlot, yeah. Damn, that's wild and me so wild and out here.
Yeah. Thought? Oh my god. I mean, yeah, but you know, it feels empowering when I say it, and it feels hurtful when you say it.
Let's be real, chat. How many of you would do that? How many of you would have sex in a public park? Who has the balls to do that? I bet none of you. It's just that good. Better. Superior.
When I say it,
Sounds of no
empowering
comment.
girl boss. When you say it, mean stinky. There are some no comments and ... Sluts,
all of you. Literally, everyone's saying no comment. Jeez.
Oh, that's...
Jesus. Am I the only one who says I would not do that?
Leon! I guess
I'm
that's...
an adult virgin. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I guess that's also true, Kai. I met Kyrie at a convention because she was friends of a friend, and I went with a little group. We were like, it was like 6 of us, and we were all in the same hotel room, and she we had a couple in our group, and so they shared a bed because we had 3 beds in the hotel room. And then there were 2 guys, and they ended up just immediately jumping, like taking the bed because they were like, we want the comfy bed. And so I was exiled to the couch, and Kyrie was also exiled to the couch. And we did not know each other. We knew each other better by the end of the convention.
And there was only one bed they had shared, chat. It was literally a fan fiction.
It's true. My ass was not sleeping on the floor. I am I care too much about myself to take the floor. Too self-centered. Floor is comfy. I mean, maybe it was comfier than that couch bed. The freaking pull-out bed. Oh my god.
But not comfier than Kyrie, though.
True!
Yeah.
Oh, moving on. This one, this one's a little bit of drama. Little soap opera.
Yeah.
A girl and I keep joking about kissing. How do I know if it's not a joke?
Kiss her.
That's what
Pussy.
That's what I was saying. I was literally reading this, and I was like, just do it. Just do. I have to put this in the show. I have to make sure this makes it. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
Or just go for it, and you'll know like immediately if you go for it, and she like was like, whoa, and she like pulls back, like you know to be like to stop. But like if you go for it and she's there for it, you know it's real. You can only joke about something for so long. At one point, it's definitely denial.
That's the Delulu part.
You know, everything in life is a 50-50. She either wants to kiss you or she doesn't.
It's just like gotcha, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I'm glad you went in on them before I did. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Who would win a fight between the two of you from Anon?
Misa and her ginormous ass fucking ground pound me into the floor. Dead. Insta KO.
Just push you over and sit on you. Just
Or you
time.
could probably what is it? Reach your hand out and hold my head back. I won't be able to reach you. Actually, I might be able to reach your boob. Like barely though. I can like barely punch you in the boob. But
Oh
it'll
my
feel
god.
like a small little cat paw pap. Tap tap.
I was about to say I do that to my cat all the time. She'll go to get angry at me and she'll go to like get me and I'll just hold her by the head. Oh my god.
Mhm.
I would critically fumble and get slapped by Yuchi's tail. That is true. Yuchi does have an extra appendage.
I do. I don't know. I'm trying to think if like I were be able to use my tail. It's definitely something you don't want to get smacked at with like at full speed, right?
It would definitely hurt, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna leave a mark.
You have a ranged weapon. That's not fair. Let me go get the hammer real quick.
True. No, not the hammer.
Bonk.
Don't,
Donk.
don't.
Donk. Tail is strong enough to send people to the back rooms. What is this lore?
Sin thinks it's real, but who has really lived to tell the tale, you know? Who knows? Who really knows?
Huh?
Definitely not the people who have been banned in my Twitch chat before. Ah, silly.
Silly. Hammer is not a natural weapon. Psh, okay. Whatever. My ass is.
True. Your ass is like a hammer.
True. Oh my god. I used to do warehouse work. I used to work for Ace Hardware first. It was the first warehouse I worked at. And then I worked for Nintendo, at the Nintendo warehouse. And both warehouses, there are instances of me knocking shit over with my ass. At Ace Warehouse, I was doing pallet QA, which is essentially like we have a bunch of pallets that we're shipping out, and I check to make sure everything that's supposed to be there is there. And I was checking one pallet, and I checked it off, and was like, okay, that's all good. And I turn around behind me to the other one, and I knock over the whole pallet.
No!
Just because I clipped one of the boxes with my ass and knocked it out of
Don't
place
be
in
too
the
big.
and then at the Nintendo
No.
warehouse we're working on these like conveyor belts, right? And we're putting stuff in like boxes essentially and like making it like think like a collector's box or something like that, like making sure everything's in there neat and tidy, all that stuff. I definitely had a lead come up behind me and tried to get my attention for something, and I turned around and I knocked the box that was coming up to me off the conveyor belt.
Oh my god. That thing is lethal.
Yeah,
Damn.
I do be swinging that thing around.
It's crazy.
Several pairs of pants found dead in my wake as well. Oh my god.
Bro.
I've been needing to get myself new pants, literally because of this. Because I already had a pair with a hole in the ass. And I was forced to wear them when I got back from the beach, because I just had them like on my shelf ready to be thrown away. But I'm glad that I hadn't thrown them away yet, because all of my clothes were dirty, and so I put them in the wash, and I put on my holy pants, and I sat down, and no shit, I tore a second hole.
How does this keep happening?
I don't know. It's too strong. It's so hard. It's so hard to wear. This is why like most of the pants I wear is like stretchy pants too, because like not like jeans or stuff like that. It's like anything that can at least mold to the shape of my ass and hopefully not break in like 2 weeks.
Man, life is so hard having a ginormous ass, isn't it? Life
It's
is so hard.
true.
Oh man.
Joggers, that's so real, Sin. I'm wearing a pair of joggers right now, actually.
You wear pants
Yeah, I do.
when you stream?
Yeah, usually. I mean, usually I'm in like PJs, but I had to go out to the store today, so I have pants today.
I don't wear pants. Yeah.
That's
Pantsless forever.
honestly, that's hella comfy. I probably would, but I have like a leather chair, and it's bad to have bare skin on it, so I try not to.
Put a
Cause like
towel.
I guess that's true. I could.
Yeah.
Is this
And
where
then you
Yuchi
can sell it
convinces me to go no pants mode?
Yeah. Who would put a towel on your chair? I do. I don't wear pants. I put a towel on my chair so my sweaty thighs don't get stuck to the leather.
Real and true.
I'm a freak. It's okay. Someone will match my freak one day. Lisa, would you match my freak?
I could match your freak.
Lisa will match my freak.
I am an underwear hater though.
Oh, understandable.
Definitive. I can't stand it. It's okay, that's what the pants are for, Smiles. Oh, here's a good one. How did you come up with your model designs? From Anonymous.
Oh boy. How did I come up with that? Well, at the time I was into astrology stuff and I was looking for a design that I could make that was unique. So I could stand out from other VTuber designs. Because if you go on Twitter and you look up like VTubers, right? You'll see obviously no hate to people who have designs that I'm about to list, obviously. Because everyone's unique. But like
Yeah.
you know, there's a large variety of VTubers who are cats, demon, dragon,
Fox.
foxes. The list goes on, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of VTubers that have designs. And obviously there's like a wide variety of how you can design them. But there comes a point where all of them kind of mesh into one a bit, and it's hard to have unique branding and differentiate yourself from others who have the same design, the base design, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked up like Capricorn or like goat VTubers, and like I don't see like any. And so I was like, yo, I could make like this goat Capricorn design, and that'll be really unique because I don't see any. So yeah, I like standing out. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. My initial like design is I just wanted to mostly be a people. Like any sort of background or like lore, other stuff would come with time. But my base idea is that I wanted to be just a person, because I saw like all of the cat VTuber, the you know, all of these animal VTubers, and the fantasy ones were sort of a draw for me because I'm really into like tabletop gaming and stuff like that. So that almost got me. But I took the Incredibles approach of if everyone is special, then no one is. And so I just was a people because I figured I stood out more as like just a more human model than if I had something else. And so it gave me a lot of time over the different iterations of my model to come up with an outfit that really, really reflected that sort of feeling. You know, something that showed me.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much where I'm at. Although it changed a lot because before I was even when I was just getting into streaming and coming up with like the idea of Mycelia, it happened before. Like at first I just wanted sort of like an online persona, mostly because I was messing around with like my gender and stuff with that, and trying out being not like openly more feminine, but messing around with being like gender fluid or non-binary. And so I wanted a more feminine like persona for online. And that's where Mycelia original came from, because there was a character that I really liked in a manga called Okami Shonen. And they it's really funny because for the entire manga their gender is sort of they're the sibling to the main character, but their gender itself is like pretty much kept secret. They're more feminine presenting, but it's not revealed until quite a bit later that they are male, and they just like cross-dressing, and they just like presenting as more feminine. And I saw that and I went, maybe this has unlocked something. And so I sort of took from their design, especially that's where the star on my cheek came from, because they have a heart on the other cheek.
Cute.
So I took that and I ran with it, and I got my own stuff commissioned. That's also how I got addicted to commissioning art from artists.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek at the next one then. What are... Oh, brother. I forgot I put this one on here. What are 5 of your favorite tags in no particular order? Tags. Tags. I think...
Tags?
I believe what the question asker was referencing was tags for like doujins or hentai or stuff like that, or you know, porn. So like stuff that you would like stuff that you like. I can always start first.
I don't actually go too much on. I don't know tags. I can look them up real quick, but I don't research them. I just look at like Twitter artists. I don't look at tags on sites.
That makes sense.
Leon, shut the fuck up. Projecting.
I guess an easier way to ask this is, what are the stuff that you like to see in like I guess more NSFW art?
Boobs.
Boobers.
Yeah. Boobs.
That's real. something that has, oh my god, something that has destroyed my brain as of late is Grace Howard from Zenless.
Yeah.
Sweaty, dirty mechanic lady with
Yeah.
abs and muscles, and oh my god. Holy
Yep,
shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Grace mentioned, yeah, at first I saw her and I was like I think she's pretty. She's whatever. And then after hearing her talk and figuring out that she's kind of insane and that she like doesn't shower unless the other members tell her to, I was just like, oh my god.
Sniffa.
Sniffa. Oh God. We'll kick this one to the curb and say, what's a good and bad dating experience that you've had?
Good and bad dating experience.
Yeah, like two separate ones. Like, what is a good and also what is a bad dating experience that you've had?
Good. Kiss girl. Bad. No kiss girl. I guess. Yeah. I'm pretty simple like that. Yeah.
Oh man. You know what? That's fair and valid.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Yes, but also.
I will tell you, Dragon. I've had much worse experiences with that than I have with women. So, being bisexual is so hard.
It's tough.
I would say.
Good being into pants. I'll always say that joke always. I love pants. How about you though? What's your?
I'll start with bad dating experience. For those of you who are less familiar with me or just like newer around these parts, a bad dating experience story that I always like to tell is of Goose Girl, patented.
Oh, no.
And the long and short of it is I went, it was a Tinder date. So it was already pretty low standards because at that point I had gone on a couple of them and they were hit or miss. But I showed up to, the plan was to get some like late lunch and then walk around the nearby park and just in town and just like vibe and chat and talk. Pretty simple, pretty hard to fuck up. I sat at the I waited outside in my car to the lunch place. It was like a nice little cafe. They specialized in some like good desserts and stuff too, and I was like, this is perfect. It's pretty cheap. I'm really excited to eat there, and I hope they are too. And I had picked it out. I had done most of the heavy lifting as far as like planning goes, and then I show up and I wait in my car for her to show up for like an hour, and I say, I don't even know if she's going to still be here. I'm just gonna go inside and get my drink, or not get my drink, get my food. No sneeze, no sneeze. All right, that's cool.
No
That's
sneeze?
awesome.
No sneeze.
No sneeze. So I go inside and I sit down and I order my food because I'm like, well, at least I'm going to eat. And then I get a message from her, and she's like, "Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. I'll be there soon. I'll be there in." She said something like 10-15 minutes, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Like shit happens. Whatever. I'm very hard to like irritate. And so I was waiting for my food to come. My food comes, and I start eating, and like another like 40 minutes pass, and she still hasn't showed up. And I ordered like some creme brulee because it sounded really yummy, and I ate through that, and I ordered some actual food because I was actually hungry, and I ate some of that, and I was just about to get up and leave when she says that she's showed up, that she's there, and I'm like, you know what? I should have left. I should have just said I was gone or whatever, but I was like, we'll see. And so I got up and I said, well, I already ate because, you know, I was hungry when we showed up, so I went and got food. So let's just skip to the park walk part. And she was like, okay, that works. And so we start walking around. And we go over to the park, and I go sit down. Or we go sit down at one of the benches that overlooks there's like a lake there. Or I guess a pond, somewhere in between a pond and lake. It wasn't like huge, but the important thing is that there earlier was a bunch of like ducks and geese in it, and all of the ducks had like flown away and stuff by the time we got out there and we sat down. And I mentioned that to her because, you know, I was trying to keep up conversation and stuff, and I was like, oh wow, when I was out here earlier, like there were a shit ton of ducks out here, but now it's just the geese that remain. And she looks over to me and dead ass asks, what are geese? And I was like, full gears in my brain stopped turning. What the hell are you talking about? Because we're Pacific Northwest. Like we get ducks, geese everywhere here. You see them no matter where you go. And so it gave me pause, and I was like, you know, like the birds that are out there. And I sit here stumbling, trying to explain what a goose is to this girl. And I finish up that conversation, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get up. Let's go walk. Let's leave. let's get moving. I cannot look at these geese anymore without my brain dying. And so we keep up. It's really, really hard for me to keep up conversation with this girl because she just shuts up after like anything that I say. Like I'll just any sort of thing that any topic that I try to bring up, it goes like one or two sentences later and then dead on the floor. And so she brought up two topics the whole time. The first was, so do you smoke? And I was like, not really. It's not really my thing. My dad used to smoke. My grandma used to smoke when I was growing up, and I just kind of can't stand the smell anymore. And she's like, oh yeah, me neither. I can't really stand it. And silence from there. Like conversation ends again. We keep walking, and she after like a good like minute or two, she goes, okay, but like a good blunt is my weakness. And I was like, okay, cool, like that's fine, like you do you, I don't really care. That's what an
Okay,
awesome
makes sense.
start.
She was just fucking high. She was fucking high the whole time.
Yeah, and that's where it sort of hit me. And we walked for a little bit longer, and there was yet another bird incident because we heard a seagull like screaming up overhead, and me like desperately trying to make small talk, like salvage some kind of conversation, some kind of enjoyment for this trip. I was just like, man, like that MF seagull is making a ton of noise right now. And she's just like, oh, so that's a seagull. And I just fully headed my hands at that point.
Bro, she was high the whole time. Oh my god.
And my terrible sense of direction, there was a lapse in it where I actually recognized like where I was, the street that I was on, and I saw my out because in the parking lot down the street to my right, when we hit the next corner, my car was there. And so we hit this corner, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go home. I think I'm done. And she's like, are you sure? Like, we could, I don't know, we could go around for a little bit more, or maybe, like, go... And I just cut her off, and I was like, no, I think I'm good. Bye. I just start power walking down the road to get myself the fuck out of there and into my car, and I just put my head in my hands, and I'm like, I just wasted an entire evening on nothing.
Oh my god.
But at least I have a good story to tell out of it.
Well, that sounds like quite the experience.
Yeah. My good dating experience story is much shorter. One of the first dates with Kyrie was I took her to the aquarium because this is like the aquarium was like my go-to for taking anybody on dates. I love the aquarium. I know all of the sea otters there by name. Not so much anymore because it's been a couple years since I've been there. But at that time I knew, mostly because I would take a bunch of people on dates there as an excuse to go to the aquarium. So even if the date went poorly, I at least got to see my babies. And so I rambled on about stuff that was in the aquarium and the different fish and the different them making their silly faces, and Kyrie listened to me hyperfixatedly ramble kind of the whole time. And when when we left and she was like there and still happy to be around and smiling, I was like, this might be a good one.
This is the keeper, guys.
This is the keeper. We're in.
Oh.
When's your aquarium date with me? We can go. Tara, you have to make your way up here first.
True. Where's my aquarium date too?
I will go with you literally anytime.
I'm gonna jump in the tank while you're not looking, and then you could be like, "That's the Yuchi fish."
Oh, I've talked about doing like a run to a bunch of the Oomfies and just go on a trip where I can, go see everybody. Because I've been talking about seeing ConCon back and forth with her for like 2 years now. And just every time it's like about the time where we say we're going to go, like one of us has like a major life incident and we have to cancel.
Oh man.
but soon, I swear, we will beat the
Soon.
fates.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next. If you were dying on an island, I think dying is a little bit dramatic. Like stranded, sort of starving
Yeah.
on an island. Which chatter would you eat first?
Hmm. Let's see. Do you think muscle is more nutritious? Is like nutritious? I don't know.
There would definitely be more meat there.
Right? Hmm. Oh, that's so hard.
Chat, she's actually thinking about this one. Look at.
I'm thinking about it. Thigh meat. I have this one community member. I think I would eat cereal simply because they would probably offer themselves to me. So I'd be like, yeah, thanks. That's
I accept your sacrifice. Thank you. You did you say Shiro?
yeah, cereal.
Shira? Oh my god. That's so funny.
You're a real one. Thanks. Thanks, Cyril. How about you? Who would you eat?
I would pick it in the only fair way that I know how, and that is by drawing sticks and shortest stick, except I would definitely rig it every single time to be the person who is knowing me most on the island. Because I am a petty bitch, and I guess I will eat you if you do me wrong. Don't worry, Nuck. I would never rig it against you. You're oomph.
Nuts
Unless.
gonna swim away. You're not swimming away frantically.
Oh.
Man, it's tough out here.
This is the last like pre-chosen question that I have for the night. What flavor of Kit Kat goes best with the crust?
With the crust. I mean, I've definitely heard of like McDonald's hamburger crust.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the box that it comes in.
Yeah. I thought it was like the
But
wrapper.
Kit Kat. I mean, yeah, that too. But like, Kit Kat crust. I've only had, I think, a few flavors of Kit Kats. Chocolate is the most familiar one. We could do fancy and say, well, I don't know, matcha. I feel like matcha is not like a hard, crunchy type, unless it's like specific.
Mm.
There's the chocolate orange and the Oreos. Maybe the Oreo one, because it would be like the Oreo cookie. Yeah, I think I'd have to choose Oreo.
The definitive best crusted Kit Kat is the Oreo flavored one. Oh my goodness gracious. I used to eat for like individually wrapped like Starbursts. When I was little, I used to not realize that they had wrappers.
Oh no.
And my ass would just eat them with the paper on.
That Misa is the reason why Kinder Eggs have been banned in the US up until now. You are literally the reason why. It's because of you.
How was I supposed to know? I felt really smart when I started taking the wrapper off because I'm like I don't want this. Like I don't want to eat this part. It felt like removing like the like crust from bread. Like I felt really smart about it. And then when I gained the sentience to realize that it's an actual wrapper,
Oh my god.
I was so embarrassed.
Oh my god.
Ah, existing is so hard. I just want to eat yummy candy.
Man.
6-year-old me biting into every coin because eating a chocolate coin made me rethink money. Oh, John.
Oh no.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that is all that I have prepared for tonight. And I will say, and I'm pointing at you, people who wrote questions, some of the shit that y'all wrote is like...
Scared. I'm scared to ask.
It's so bad. I'll have to send you the list.
I want to see.
It's bad. They're
Oh my god.
I
My community full of teachers. Community reflects streamer. Hey. That's my community right there. Let's go.
Oh, but
Proud of you guys, but also you're going to jail.
there was one of the
Go
questions
jail.
in there that was like, who is more degen between the two of you? And I had that exact thought of like, streamer reflects the community. Because at first I was like, oh, probably me. Because like I say some shit on stream. And then reading through some of the stuff your community members sent in, I was like, maybe it's not me. Oh my gosh.
Oh, hard to say.
Hard to say. Yeah. It's inconclusive. The questions got it. There were so many anonymous questions. Oh my gosh. And I know some people were submitting multiple questions because I was looking at, which is fine usually. I was looking at like timestamps between them, and I would see like bulleted like a couple of them within like minutes or like seconds of each other, and I'm like, this MF was just rapid firing whatever was on their mind. But I think we're pretty good to call it here. We've been yapping for a couple hours now.
I gotta pee.
Gotta pee! In which case, we'll try to wrap things up here. Is there anything you would like to shill or anything you're planning on doing?
Go and pee.
When do you usually stream? Where to find you? That stuff.
I stream on Twitch and sometimes YouTube. Usually YouTube just ASMR, but I stream weekly, not on the weekends at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I post my schedules on all my socials, all that fun stuff. You can find them real easy. Just click the link you think. Yeah.
Go follow Yuchi. Go watch her. I will also give thank yous to Tara for making the background here, the logo, and the graphic for posting in thumbnails and on Twitter. Very much appreciated. There are a bunch of artists in the slideshow behind me that I do not have the credits completely ready for, but they're because I wasn't expecting to have to use this screen. But there's some stuff from Suika, from Deco, from Hannah, all sorts of artists. You'll usually find them on my schedules. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can, however, come back any day of the week for the usual variety content to keep your eye or keep your eye out next month for our next 2 episodes, both of which I am very excited about as we take a slight change of pace. Yuchi, I am releasing you. You may go pee.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, Misa.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.